Cory Trepanier's Into the Arctic video journals. Brought to you in part by Eureka for Life Outdoors and by Merrill. Let's get outside.
Got some incredible light this morning, poking through the clouds, catching the scene that I was working on yesterday. It was great because it allowed me the opportunity to take a few pictures and capture how the light was pulling out the pinks and the oranges and the rock up in where it meets the clouds. So that'll give me some more to work from back in the studio when I'm developing a larger piece from this scene. And now we're going to head back upstream so we can view Mount Thor, where a couple of days ago, when I was exploring the area, it stayed fogged in. So now it's a lot clearer. So we're going to head up that way and hopefully develop a piece that will do some justice to this incredible part of Baffin Island. Well, starting to see a bit more of the face of Mount Thor from the side here. Just a few more streams to cross and it'll change again. I think in total it'll take about 4 or 5 kilometers to go from being at camp, where we're looking face on, to getting more of an edge view. Big country up here. Well, that should be it for the river crossings for a little while, because it's brought me to a place where there's an incredible number of compositions that can take place here with the boulders in the foregrounds and the waterfalls, and the lighting is just looking fantastic. It's poking through every once in a while on the clouds, so I've dropped my pack so I can run a little lighter and explore vantage points that I'm hoping will help me decide just where to set up my easel and get painting. And bring the camera with me because there's a chance the sun might come through and just catch the face of Mount Thor, and I don't want to be a couple hundred yards away from the camera when that happens, because it might be the only chance I get today to get a little bit of light on it. But even if that doesn't happen, things are just looking spectacular. Wow, the views are fantastic everywhere. Because just to the left of Mount Thor, this forked beard glacier that years ago used to hang down along the side, and it's been receding for the last number of decades at a quite alarming rate. And I was just curious if I got high enough if I could still catch it, but all you see is the leading edge. It made a really interesting compositional element in pictures I've seen from the 70s and 60s, but unfortunately that has changed dramatically. So I think I'll opt for something down amongst the rocks here, where it can be a little more intimate, close to the river, and really emphasize the thrust of Mount Thor. Well, it's been 2 hours since I came down off the hill, and I've been walking along down through the boulders down by the Weasel River, and I still haven't started a painting yet. It's been absolutely exhausting. Trying to explore every option that's out there is just impossible, but it's really hard to stop and start painting something when there's so many other views to check out. So it's 7 o'clock already, and hopefully in the next hour I'll start something finally, because this can't go on forever. I'll run out of daylight, and tomorrow morning we start hiking back. So have to stop for lunch now that it's 7. Haven't eaten anything and haven't drank anything for a while too, so replenish, and then hopefully start something down in this vicinity before we head back. Have to start to hike back to our campsite at about 8:30 at the latest, because it is getting dark. We have river crossings to do still. So I have a late lunch, and hopefully settle down on something. There's just too much. It's so hard to pick something. I think one of the challenges is trying to put too much into the scene when it's so huge and magnificent, and there's so many boulders and so many elements you can include. So I think I'm gonna work on simplifying it a little bit, so that the focus can be on Mount Thor in front of me and go from there.